This actually got me thinking about some comments that I see, especially on TikTok, when somebody says, but listen, when if you're in South Africa, we're a democracy, what you gotta do is wait for 2029 elections, and that's the only way you can, hold these people accountable. Let me tell you what happened. Actually, I was watching an interview the other day. I think it was Moeletsi Mbeki, interviewed by JJ Tabane. JJ Tabane says to Moeletsi Mbeki, what will it take for South Africa to have a revolution? What will it take for South Africans to be so angry that they just, burn everything down? And Moeletsi Mbeki responds, a wise man that he is, and he says, the revolution in South Africa has already happened. In 2024, last year election, South Africans rejected the ANC. They gave the ANC 40%, meaning that the other 60% was give us a new party. And then what I realized is that the reason why I don't have any hope for 2029 is because we are actually in South Africa, we are in the middle of race politics. And I'll tell you why it's race politics. The ANC gets 40%, 40 from 100 is 60, meaning that the remaining vote is 60%, distributed amongst other 10 or 135 parties like we have in the country. But then it proved to us that our politicians are so divisive that you have a clear chance to kick the ANC out completely and run the country. Put your differences aside and say, guys, we have crime, we have unemployment, and two other things. Let's focus on these things. Let's have a conference and discuss how we're going to deal with the economy, how we're going to deal with crime, how we're going to deal with all of these things that we're facing as a country. Because we've got the 60%. But then what happened? This guy says, no, I can't work with that guy. He's racist. The other guy says, I can't work with the other guy because he said this about me last week. Babies. So for as long as we have babies running political parties in this country, we're never going to get anywhere. So 2029, I'm telling you right now, we're going to have the same thing. ANC is going to get 30%, and the other 70% will never be able to work together. Where's your South African hat, man? Wear your South African hat and get things done. They had a clear chance with the 60% to rule this country and make something happen. Put your politics aside and say, guys, for the next 5 years, we can do the following things: crime, unemployment, the economy, this and that, and then focus on that.